what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, my name is Isabella Jaii, and in today's video I decided to do a weight loss Q&A. If you guys didn't know, I've been on a weight loss journey publicly since 2017. And, you know, things are just finally starting to pick up for me a little bit, you know. So I decided recently just to do a quick little weight loss Q&A. I was gonna do a regular Q&A, but I realized I never really did like just a strictly weight loss Q&A. So if you guys want to know how I've been doing, what's been going on with me, and any of my thoughts, then keep on watching. Yeah, the first question is, what is a food you didn't like but like now after trying? I feel like a food that I didn't like but that I like now after trying it would have to be tomatoes. Okay, so recently I just started to like tomatoes, and what's weird is that I don't like the juice in tomatoes, but I like the tomatoes. So when I was younger, I always just push tomatoes to the side. I'm like, ew, like I don't like it. I'm just like, nah. I would only eat them on tacos, and that was on accident. Like, it wasn't on purpose. I'm not like, hey, yo, throw these tomatoes on this boy. But now that I'm older, I realized that the juice is what adds the flavor. So my next question is, what is your goal weight? I'm not even sure if I've talked about this on my channel. Okay, so I have like different goal weights for different stages. So as of right now, my goal weight is 250 pounds, and I would like to reach 250 pounds by November of this year. But you know, I'm kind of trying to give myself, you know, a little space and a little room to breathe, because even if I'm not to reach that, my actual goal weight is to just be under 300 pounds in general. Now, my ending goal weight, I would really like for it to be like 170 pounds, and then from there I don't really have any other goal weights after that. I kind of just want to tone my body and just make sure I'm, you know, just healthy and looking good. Have you reached any goals? Honestly, yeah, I have reached a goal, because I used to set small term goals for myself a lot. A small term goal for myself was like, yo, let's lose like 10 pounds, let's lose 10 pounds. My short term goal was to reach 350. It was like something in the back of my mind, like, yo, I just want to be 50 pounds down. Like, I want to be 50 pounds down. So I am well under 350 pounds now, and I felt so good when I accomplished it. I honestly didn't even really notice myself losing the weight. Like, that's one of the goals that I've actually accomplished. Did you expect your journey to go the way it is? If not, why? What were your expectations? I did not expect my journey to be how it is. I thought that I was gonna lose weight way faster than this. Like, I thought I was gonna be able to just drop the weight like this, go to the gym every single day, or maybe not even go to the gym. It was more so like, I'm gonna just be consistent overall, and it didn't happen. It just didn't happen. I thought I was gonna lose like 100+ pounds in a year. Like, I've seen other people talk about it, like, I lost 100+ pounds in like 15 months. I'm like, oh, I could do it too. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. I think that I just wasn't consistent enough. I was relying a lot on motivation, which is something that I'll talk about another day, but I was relying a lot on motivation, and I lacked a lot of self-discipline, and that was my biggest problem. So I think that that's just why it didn't go the way that it was supposed to in my head. Like, I thought I was just gonna lose weight overnight. It's like, no, you have to change your habits. You have to change who you are. You gotta just regroup. So the next question is, what is your support system like? So I would say that I have a very solid support system. Growing up, I grew up in a family who was always supportive. We always kind of wanted to lose weight too. I grew up in a bigger family, you know, all of us was big. I feel like the only one that wasn't as big is like my older brother John, who you guys see often, but then like he got older and he blew up a little bit too. But yeah, I feel like my family, like, overall, we've always wanted to see each other win. Even if it didn't come out in like the nicest way possible, we've always wanted to see each other win. So for me, my support system is solid. It's immaculate. We always depend on one another. So I've never felt like, with my family specifically, I've never felt like they didn't support me. The only time where I'm just like, is when they buying food and they know I'm on a diet, and then they be like, yo, you want some? And I'm like, can you like not? Like, Now you want to buy pizza. But when I was eating bad 2 weeks ago, before I started this, you wasn't buying no pizza. There was no pizza stepping foot in this house. But all of a sudden, when I decide I'm gonna make my lifestyle change, now y'all wanna be like, Isabella, do you want some food? We'd love to buy you some food today. No, that's the only time. And then other than that, I feel like the friends that I've had, not even just now, but like over time, like the friends that I've had have always been like really supportive of me. But I mean, I think that's just like a real friend. Like a real friend definitely gonna push you and hold you accountable. So I feel like the people around me have always been supportive. Like I've had so many friends just say, I'll go to the gym with you. Like people have reached out to me who I'm not even necessarily close with, and they're like, yo, like I'll go to the gym with you. What's up, what's good? Like I'll pull up to get you if that's the case. And I'm just like, wow, like that's crazy. So I feel like I have a really good support system, and I feel like a support system is definitely necessary when you're going through something like this. That's funny. This is a funny question. Okay, what is your go-to gym outfit? So honestly, if you've watched my videos, you would know that I really don't change my outfit. I was talking to my friend the other day, and I was telling him, I'm like, yo, like I'm like a cartoon character. Like there's never a time where you don't see me in like a hoodie and some leggings. So I feel like my go-to gym outfit would be some black leggings, and right now my gray hoodie, it would be like a black hoodie, but I feel like it's my gray hoodie because I just like the gray hoodie. I don't know what it is about it, but I just really like the gray hoodie. And my black Harachis. Okay, so the next question is, how did you adjust to the quarantine workout wise? I slowly adjusted to the quarantine. Like the thing was, when I didn't want to go to the gym, I was already kind of walking outside because around like March, the sun started to come out and the weather started to be like, I'm gonna say level-headed, but in Michigan, but the weather started to be a little cool. You know, it was cool enough for me to come outside and not be like cold. Like I could just wear my hoodie out and that would be cool. So I feel like I was already doing okay with walking, which I wasn't walking every day. I would rather go to the gym than go walk, but then I was already walking. So when quarantine kind of hit and I really was like, nah, I need to stay in the house, I need to stay away from people, that was when I started to walk. So at the beginning of quarantine, I was walking every single day, and then I kind of slowly fell off as the weather started to do whatever it wanted. So I just kind of got into like a lazy mode, and then now pick it back up. In the past few days I've been working out again, but I'm not gonna say like it was an easy adjustment, but it kind of was at the same time because I was already in that workout mode since I had gone to the gym for 30 days straight. So to go walking every day was kind of like my routine, you know. So yeah. Does it get easier day by day? I'm gonna say yes, but no. I feel like over time, when you are building a habit that you're doing consistently, things can become easier because they become habitual. Like I don't think it's necessarily that like you just wake up and it's like, oh my god, this nothing. I think it's really just over time when you're used to doing something, you like, okay, cool, like it becomes your new normal. So I feel like in that sense, like it becomes easier, but it's definitely something that has to grow. Like for me at the beginning, it wasn't easy at all. Like I feel like it was the most difficult, and even now I still am dealing with difficulties with like choosing to have a cheat day and choosing not to have a cheat day, or choosing to overeat and choosing to undereat. Like it's just, I feel like I'm constantly battling myself. Like I'm battling my own urges. I'm battling like whether or not I should or shouldn't go walk or something. Like I feel like it can be easy if you maybe allow it to, but it's really all about like who you are, like on the inside, and like how you let things, you know, go for you. So yeah, I don't know if that answers the question, but like I don't really know. How do you overcome lack of motivation? I would just have to say that you can't rely on motivation, which I did say at the beginning of the video. I'm like, you gotta have discipline. Like for me, I lack a lot of discipline in doing things that I haven't had to do. So if like there was a point in my life where I told myself, I said, if I have to force myself to do it, I don't want to do it. And I think that that was my biggest problem, because it kind of caused me to be like rebellious in a way. Like, I don't gotta do it, so I'm not gonna do it. And I just feel like that was my problem. Like, if I didn't feel motivated, or if I didn't have something pushing me to do it, I wasn't gonna make myself do it. And I just told myself at this point that I can't rely on motivation. Like, motivation is a feeling. At the end of the day, motivation is something that comes and then it goes. And for me, I have to push past that. On the days that I don't feel motivated, I gotta go outside, and then I feel like that's what makes me overcome the lack of motivation. Because when you go off and you just do something, you forget about the fact that you never wanted to do it because you're already doing it. So I feel like that's how I help myself. Like, let's not even think about it. Because if you sit there and you dwell on it, you're gonna be like, no, I really don't want to do it, nah. Then you sitting there, especially for me, like, I know I've had plenty of situations where I've been like, oh, I need to go walk today, especially in quarantine. I need to go walk today. Oh, like, this is a day where it rained in the morning and then it dried up at the night. So I'm like, oh, I can go walk at least for like an hour, maybe even around the corner. But then I'm like, nah, it's like 5:30. By the time I get ready, by the time I get up, by the time I do my hair, by the time I put my shoes on, it's gonna be 6:45, and then the sun go down at 8. Like, all the time that I spent thinking about how I could have gotten it done because I lacked the motivation in the moment, now all that time is gone because I spent so much time just thinking about it when I could have just did it. So for me, I just try to just do things without thinking, and I feel like that's helped me, you know, in the long run. How did you manage to stay consistent when you did the 30-day workout? I feel like the one thing that helped me remain consistent was the fact that I publicized it. So when I decided to commit to the 30-day challenge, I decided to do it because I see people checking in all the time. There's this one girl who I love her stories. I always like watch her, and she runs miles all the time. Like, she's constantly setting goals for herself, and she would always do gym check-ins. And so I was like, dang, like, I even tried to do a challenge with her at a point. Like, I remember that when I was it was like 2018, we tried to do like a little challenge together, going to the gym every day. And around that time, my dad had passed away, and so I never completed the challenge because I was just going through it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was unmotivated. But I was at a point in my life where I could finally afford a gym membership, and I literally had nothing blocking me from going. Like, it was an open opportunity. So for me, I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna challenge myself to work out for 30 days straight. And I had found myself constantly making excuses, because before I had even gotten my gym membership, because I didn't have it at the beginning of February, I was working out from home. I was like, you know what, even if I do 15 minutes every single day, at least I can say that I did something. Like, that meant more to me. So I literally just started posting. I was like, yo, I'm working out today. I'm working out for 30 days straight. I was fed up with myself. And so what made me consistent was the fact that I had to post. It was the fact that I felt like posting is what made me hold myself accountable. And the consistency came because I was like, I have to go to the gym because I have to post to let them know I went to the gym. Like, that was my biggest thing. Like, I was like, yo, like, I gotta let people know, like, I'm really serious. Like, I'm really out here trying to make this lifestyle change. So I gotta do it. So I think that what helped me remain consistent was the fact that I started, the fact that I was fed up, and also the fact that I didn't have an excuse not to get there. I didn't have an excuse, and I had to hold myself accountable. So that's what really helped me. And also, like, the people around me, they was like, yo, did you go work out? I'm like, mind your business. It's like, no. I was like, yeah, I'm going later on tonight, or I went earlier, you know? So yeah. How often do you weigh yourself to track it? If I'm being honest, I weigh myself every day. I have a problem, okay? I have a real big problem. I weigh myself every single day. So sometimes I don't like to see my number. Sometimes I can just walk past the scale and be fine, especially if I decided to eat that day. I usually weigh myself right after I use the restroom in the morning and shower and all of that. But if I just decided to walk past the scale and I already ate, those are the days that I don't weigh myself. But as far as tracking it goes, I track it on a good day. You know what I'm saying? Like, the day where my weight is the lowest, I'm like, I hit that number, track it. But no, really, I track myself like every month. So last month the lowest that I hit was 342, I believe. So that was the lowest that I hit. But water weight wise, I was actually at 345. So that was like my lowest weight, and then that's just how I go off of it. Do you feel like you have to eat healthy in order to lose weight? I feel like you can lose weight without eating healthy, but I don't feel like that's the best way to do it. I've seen people around me, a prime example would be my brother. He lost a lot of weight from eating very unhealthily. Not my older brother, let me be specific, John. He lost a lot of weight from eating unhealthy, and I remember he wasn't even eating consistently like in a day. Like he would eat like maybe once, maybe twice. And the reason why he lost so much weight was because the amount of exercise that he was doing balanced out all the food that he ate. So he burnt the calories regardless, and I feel like that, like all the exercise kind of sped his metabolism up. So I've seen it, but I've also seen how that can affect your body. If you're constantly eating unhealthy, like fast food every single day, your body will not respond well to that. It will start to reject the food, and with all the things that they putting in the food and all of that, I wouldn't even recommend to eat like that all the time. And I've also seen like what's happened. Like I've seen people get cancer. So I wouldn't recommend it, but it's possible. It's for sure possible. You're just gonna have to work out just as much as you want to eat. When doing keto, do you have sweets at all or cut it out completely? When doing keto, you can have sweets. You just have to worry about that carb intake. Did you find that drinking a lot more water helped your weight loss? Also, you're so pretty. First of all, thank you, girl, because you are too, like, hold on, wait a minute. I promise. Do I follow her? I do follow her. Yes, I do believe that drinking water definitely helped me lose a lot more weight. I did a lot of water fasts. I mean, you ain't even gotta fast to necessarily notice this, but I did a lot of water fasts, and I feel like water flushes the toxins out of your body, especially the type of water that I drink. I drink distilled water, and I've noticed that I use the restroom a lot more, like, you know, not necessarily just like peeing, but like, you know, also doing the number two. I use the restroom a lot more. Like I feel like my system is constantly being flushed out, and when you're flushing your system out, your body is kind of shedding off more weight. Who or what inspired you to lose weight? Recently, I would say who inspired me to lose weight would have had to been my older brother, which I've talked about this before. He lost weight drastically. He grew up overweight, over 300 pounds, all of that. And he lost, I think, over 100 pounds or so. I'm not really too sure, but he looked good, man. And he really inspired me like 2-3 years ago. But as of like now, what inspires me to lose weight is confidence, self-assurity, and just feeling good. That is what truly inspires me, because I know what it feels like to be insecure. I know what it feels like to feel like people don't like you, and to feel like people don't want to be around you, and like to seek validation, and to just kind of shrink when you have no reason to shrink. Like I know what that feels like. So that's what inspires me. Gaining confidence, gaining self-assurance, gaining my own validation, and God's validation is like what truly inspires me. And also being healthy. There was a point where, you know, people love to put that diabetes word out, and it's like every overweight person doesn't have that, sweetheart, or heart disease, and I don't claim it. So so yeah, that's what really inspires me at this point. What's your eating in a day like? I'm actually gonna do a video on this, so I'm not even gonna say it, but if you guys want to see what I've eaten in the past and like what I eat today, I do have a lot of videos, so I'll link them down below or up here in the eye. How are you sticking with your weight loss goals in quarantine? So I'm sticking to my weight loss goals in quarantine by doing keto. I started keto at the beginning of quarantine, so I feel like that's definitely keeping me on track. And then also walking, like I mentioned before, I've been walking ever since I have been in quarantine, so I feel like those things are definitely helping me. And I'm sticking to it because I reached a weight goal the other day. Matter of fact, it was actually today. I said the other day, like, that wasn't today. But I reached a weight goal today, and that right there is definitely making me stick to this. I can't wait to tell you guys what I reached, because I did a video. Do you have a goal weight? I answered that. What's your biggest off-scale victory so far? Probably fitting into these clothes that I have. So last year around this time, it was like February, I had bought a bunch of clothes that I knew I wasn't gonna be able to fit into. But you know, in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna buy these clothes, I'm gonna be able to fit into them by the end of this year. It didn't happen. But I had faith that I was gonna fit into them one day. So that's been my biggest off-scale victory, fitting into clothes. And oh my gosh, I just posted a Snapchat about this the other day. I didn't post it to my main story because I was supposed to, but I just put it somewhere else. I can fit in the chairs in the backyard. First of all, 2 years ago, like 2 years ago, I would sit in these chairs and my, like, the literal thigh meat would just sink out the sides of the chairs, and I would just, like, my legs would literally hurt because I would have to keep them closed like this, like just scrunched up in this chair, trying to fit in this chair. And that right there, that's a victory, okay? And being able to buckle my seatbelt without suffocating myself. Goodness. Oh man, God is good. Oh my gosh, I'm so passionate about this because wow, I'm just wow. So the last question is, what encouraging words do you have for those struggling with their weight loss journey? Do things at your own pace. This is something that's going to be very hard. It's going to be very difficult. It's going to be something that will not happen overnight. So don't expect it to. I would say to really try your best to move past those moments where you feel your lowest, where maybe you even feel disgusted with your own self or too embarrassed to make the change. Try to move past those moments. Try to really get out of your own head and just keep going. Any amount of progress is still progress. If you lose 0.4 ounces, you was 247.8, and you wake up tomorrow and you are 247.4, that matters. Please do not think that because you haven't lost 50 plus pounds or 40 plus pounds, 25 pounds in a month, that you're not doing enough. Now you could be doing more. Not gonna lie. I have areas where I need to improve. But just understand that 1 pound that comes off, those inches that come off, that shirt you can fit into, the car seat belt that you can buckle, that matters. Like, literally, that matters. And you matter. You matter even when people around you don't think that you matter. Even when people around you try to belittle you for the way that you look. You're beautiful. You are worthy of love. You're worthy of friendship. You're worthy of attention. Like, don't think that you need it from them. You can give yourself attention, okay? Take yourself out on a self-care day, sis. That means go to the gym, sis. Do it. Even bro, go to the gym, bro. Please, just don't give up on yourself. Like, do not give up. The journey is long. It's long. I've been doing this since 2017. Publicly, okay? I've been trying to lose weight all my whole life. It's long. It's a very long journey. But when you put your mind to it, you can do it. And say it with me. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. I will drop the scripture because you can. And when you truly believe that, you will do that. You will see that. You can do all things. When you push past yourself, you can do all things. And I just want to encourage you guys to seek God, first of all, because Lord knows that I wouldn't be here without him. I prayed so much. I still pray. I still thank God, because without him, I wouldn't even be here to tell you guys like I'm 50 pounds down, that I'm 60 pounds down. I wouldn't even be able to say that without prayer, without fasting, without reading. Get to know God. If you don't know him, if you might have a relationship with him when you was little, figure it out. Just really pray, you know, write your thoughts out. Whatever it is that you need to get out, write it out. Figure out what's even stopping you from wanting to, you know, make this progress for yourself. Figure it out. Really do some soul searching. That's what I've been doing this entire time. God has been showing me who I am on the inside and how I need to change in order to change on the outside. You know, you can only reap what you've sown. So make sure that you're sowing good things into your life. So, you know, change your habits. It's going to be hard. You are constantly going to have to change things about yourself, because I realized I'm lazy. I realized I'm inconsistent. Not only am I inconsistent in my weight loss journey, but I've been inconsistent in friendships. I've been inconsistent in workflow. Like, you know, you're not only going to notice things about you physically. It's going to stem from the inside, which will show you in your everyday life what's going on. So I encourage you to just really figure out who you are, how you are, and to go from there, and then to just keep going. Just keep going, keep doing, keep changing, and keep wanting to embrace change. Because we're constantly going to evolve. Either you're going to evolve into a good person or you're going to evolve into a bad person. So just, you know, take it day by day. And it's not going to be easy. Like I said, it's going to be hard. It's going to be frustrating. Some days you will want to give up. Some days you will want to cut somebody when they ask you if you want a slice of pizza. Okay? You know I like pizza. Stop talking to me. Greasy. That is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below any other questions that you guys may have had that I didn't answer. I'll definitely answer you guys in the comments. Also, follow me on Instagram. It's always in the description box below. So it's at the end of the video. And make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I love you guys. The J wave is lit. Okay? This wave is lit. I love y'all. So, yeah. I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye.